As we celebrate National Best Friends Day, we want to introduce you to best friends who are breaking the mold by blending their personal and professional lives. Jess Sievert and Ali Fadden are the best friend duo behind the company More Peas, and they turn their friendship as mom friends into a thriving business. You can see having fun and also disrupting the kids' mealtime market. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi.
Thanks
It's
for
great to
having
be
us.
here.
I could keep watching those videos. I just love them. I feel like I'm one of the friends. Before we get into the business side of things, let's talk about the power of friendship, because I read a recent study that said nearly 15% of Americans have no close friends out there. So, hearing something like that, I have to ask, what does your friendship mean to each other, and why is it so powerful to have a best friend?
Yeah. I mean, Jess is my ride or die. She's the person that I go to with all the good, the bad, the ugly. I can tell her anything. She always has my back. She always lifts me up. So I guess we're really fortunate, and we like hanging out together so much that
We decided to start a business together. Now we can just write off all of our meals and employment. So great.
That is great. I like it. Well, so you went from best friends to business partners, as you said. What made you decide to jump into business together like this? And, business can be stressful. How do you avoid letting business get in the way of your friendship?
So Ali and I really bonded over just enjoying our fun city, going to restaurants and bars. And, with littles, that became a lot more difficult. And so literally one day we were at happy hour and it was chaotic with our children. And we started sketching our essential snack cup that makes mealtime way easier for parents, whether in the car or on the go.
This idea of this one cup that did it all, so we could actually still go out and do the things we like to do as friends.
And I would say that we're still continuing to do that. You'll find us all around our city, like in coffee shops. We have to find good lighting, a booth, a plug-in.
I hear you. So that's all it takes. A lot of people would shy away from going into business with family or friends. There's warnings about it. But what lessons have you learned from working so closely with somebody that you know? And what should people keep in mind if they want to do the same thing, going into business with a friend or family member?
Yeah, I think for Jess and I, it's just we have really great communication, and we both wear our hearts in our sleeve, and we don't let the other person be in a funk. So
even if you want to be in a funk, we're gonna have to talk about it right then and there, because that's helped, and it's definitely not for everyone, but really strong communication,
and we're really good at we'll be out, both working really busy, and then we look up from our laptops and we're like, okay, friend time.
Oh, that's great.
Having really good, strong boundaries of being able to separate the two, which we had to work at. It's not easy. It's like a marriage. Sure. And More Peas is our baby. And so
let's talk about More Peas. What is it? I know you certainly have disrupted the industry, that's for sure.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so we had this idea for this all-in-one cup, something that you could take with you when you're going to a restaurant in the car. To keep snacks from flying around. You get to the restaurant, you can section it to the table. You can serve hot food in it. You can use
steamed veggies.
You can store leftovers. You can turn it into a sippy cup as well. And then it's also a stackable bento container.
It's like the Swiss Army knife of mealtime. I mean, we were just future. But we were sick of all the one and done products, plastic that was in our house and that you'd only use for such a short time. So we really wanted to come up with solutions for parents wherever you're at, on the go or at home, that just made life easier.
So real fast, if somebody's looking to do a career pivot, because I know you both did, one piece of advice you have for them.
Find the right partner.
Find the right partner and take as many calls as possible.
Network.
We took every single informational meeting, even if we didn't know why we were taking it, and we learned something. And then from that meeting, we say, who else do you know?
And bet on yourself, because we were both in a corporate role. Ali did real estate, owned her own company. And when you're working when I was working that hard for another company, I was just like, I should just work that hard for myself. So really, it all kind of came together. We knew we had some magic happen. And when COVID happened, our careers were shifting, and we really knew that it was the right time to take the leap.
What great advice. Well, I certainly thank you both for joining us today. And
thanks for having us.
All right, well, take care. Morepeas.com if you want more information. You can follow them there. Also, Instagram at More Peas Kids.